What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see, we are doing a hair video because my hair is looking a little bit crazy, and that's usually the signification that a hair video is on the way. I was internet surfing and got carried away by a wave of the internet and ended up on sisterwigs.com. Saw a wig I liked. It was reasonably cheap because there's a sale happening, and one thing led to another, and now I have a new wig. So, you know, my very first wig was a half wig, a synthetic half wig, which is really easy to use if you're a beginner. But this wig is going to be a little bit more, it's going to be like level 2 or level 2.5 on the wig difficulty scale. With all that being said, I think it's time to move on to the first impression unboxing of this wig. Okay, so as you can see, I have put my wig cap on. My hair is braided underneath this, just some normal cornrows. And I left a little bit of my hair out, but it's all underneath the cap for the first time I tried this wig on. I originally saw this wig on sisterwigs.com for $17.99. However, once you go and check out, their shipping prices are ridiculous. So I was like, let me go on Amazon. I know sometimes they have the same wigs there. So I searched it on Amazon, and lo and behold, there was that wig, and it was like $28.99. And I have Amazon Prime, so it ended up being after tax about $32. Free shipping. It ended up being a little bit cheaper than it would have been if I would have bought it via Sister Wigs. So that's just a tip for you all. So I have not opened this. This is literally my first time seeing this. This is what the packaging looks like. Standard, wig packaging. The brand this wig is by is called Freetress Equal, and the wig is an invisible L-part wig, and in the style Liberty. As you may recognize, this wig is kind of the iconic Beyonce blonde bob, which I was quite excited about because when I wear my hair straight, and I usually end up wearing it in something similar to this. So the color that I ended up getting this wig in is 2, because my last wig I bought in a 1B and it was just a little bit too dark for my hair. So we'll see how the 2 looks. So here's the information about the wig. As you can see, this kind of shows you what an L part is, and it shows you the wig, the color, the name, and all that good stuff. On the back side, there are hair care instructions. So here's the wig. Right now, just looking at it, the hair color looks so much more like my natural hair color. It has nice movement to it, so if I want to whip my hair back and forth like Willow Smith, I can. I noticed this prior to buying this because I watched YouTube tutorials, but the part is really densely packed. Does not look normal. No one's hair, or very few people's hair, are parted this way, where the part is so tightly packed like this where it would be hard to see your scalp through, even if it was a normal natural hair coming out your scalp. That would be kind of bizarre. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tweeze this section because I've learned a thing or two from the YouTubes, and I may add some concealer so that it matches my natural scalp color a little bit better. So here's the inside of the wig. It's kind of a normal wig cap construction, and here is the part. But you can see the lace insert here. It has 2 clips in the front, so they included the combs in the front to secure it to the front of your head so it lays more flat and it doesn't go flying off in the breeze. There are also 1 comb down here at the bottom and the elastic straps that are included to tighten the wig on your head if need be. I'm so new at wearing wigs, so I'm kind of weird about putting them on. I never really put them on the way most people do. Okay, I don't know if you can tell, but it's really pulling here on the front of my hair. The clips are, so I'm gonna go ahead and move it back a little bit. I will say it feels really good. It feels like my hair when I straighten it and curl it. That's how it feels to me. So it's quite lightweight. I like the length of it. It's so cute. It's a bob, so it's shorter in the back. Now I have not seen the back of my head, so I don't know how real it looks, but just from touching it, it seems like it has a nice gradual shortening of the wig. I'm gonna definitely have to go ahead and use some tweezers on this, but overall I think I would give it a B. Straight out the box, I would give it a B. I just, obviously because I'm new with wigs, I'm gonna have to figure out how to wear my hairline best so that it looks as normal as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead you know, get my tweezing on and concealering on and figuring out the wig, and I'll come back to you all and share my further opinions on what I think of this wig. Okay, so I'm done tweezing and concealing the wig, as you can see here. So let's try this version of my wig on and see how I like it. Now I think the concealer I used may be a little bit too red toned, so we'll see. Okay, so I think I may have messed up. I think I put way too much concealer here. It doesn't really look normal. So let me try to dab that down a little bit with a Q-tip. This is real trial and error here, guys. I'm gonna try to just make this a little bit better. So I think for the purposes of the video, that looks a lot less shocking, at least from what I can tell. It may still look a little bit crazy on screen, and I think this wig needs to be closer to my hairline. Now I'm gonna kind of blend this with my own hair a little bit better. I didn't really bother doing too much to my head. Okay, hold on guys, I need to secure this better to the front of my head. Okay, so I played around with the wig a little bit, tried to remove some of this concealer that I put on here, regrettably. And I also put all the hair that I had out underneath the wig, so this is as close as I can get it to my hairline without it hurting. Overall, I love this wig, I really do. I think it looks really cute. I love how full this wig is. You can't really see any tracks through. I think I'm feeling a little frustration because, like I said, I'm new to wigs, so trying to get them to look their best isn't the easiest thing. And to be honest, the hairline doesn't bother me that much. I think it's just because I'm new to wigs, you know, I'm kind of a perfectionist, so looking at it, I'm like, I want it to be as realistic as possible, but I'm not wearing a lace front here, so come on, I have to lower the expectations. But with what I got, this is really cute. I think it suits my face well. The hair isn't sparse in the front, which is nice. And for $30, like, come on. Come on. I don't know if I'd wear it so much like this where it's like all down in my face a lot. It drowns my face shape out if I wear it like this. I like it when it's kind of back. Overall, I have to say I give this wig an A-. Obviously it's missing a couple key components that I really would love, and I'm gonna say some of my dissatisfaction with it comes from my lack of knowledge with the wig. Obviously I have to adjust a couple things that I do in preparation to wear the wig, like my braid pattern I think I should braid down like this next time. My braid should be smaller. Obviously, I'm gonna need to find a different concealer color. You know, just little things that I have to master. But overall, I think for a reasonably priced wig, this is really cute. So, I think I rambled enough about this wig. Hopefully, whatever I said will convince you to either test it out or at least share your opinion with me down below on what you personally think of this wig. And if you have any advice on how to make it look more natural, and just advice for someone who's a beginner like me with wigs, please do not hesitate to leave it down in the comments below. Be respectful, of course, but just give me some advice. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to connect with me more, check out my website, amberrosario.com, where you can find a little bit more about me as a model, professional athlete, and other things in my life. So hopefully I will see you guys next week for a Friday video, and if I don't, maybe I'll see you on social media somewhere. So until next time, y'all, peace!